is Deanna. Thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be an ASMR video focused around the Taurus solar eclipse happening on April 30th, 2022. This video coincides with the Taurus new moon. We're going to be discussing some of the astrology that surrounds this powerful astrological time. The reason that I like to discuss the entire chart is because anytime we have a full moon, a new moon, or an eclipse, we can't just talk about those energies by themselves, because we have all of the other planets affecting the energy that comes up at any moon cycle, any eclipse cycle. And during this specific eclipse cycle, we have lots of potent energy that is assisting us as we begin new ventures. We're moving into new cycles. At the time that I'm recording this video, Mercury has already entered its shadow. You may or may not know that Mercury is going retrograde. We've had this beautiful time with all planets direct. It's been a wonderful time for initiating new things. And as Mercury is preparing to go into retrograde, and Pluto is also going retrograde right before this eclipse. This eclipse is almost like not the last. You can set intentions and call anything into your life that you want to at any moment. You can change your entire reality at any given moment. However, this is a time that the astrology is supporting us right before we go into a time where many of the planets will be moving backwards, and so the energy will be more focused on reflection and bringing things back from the past. Whether it's mindsets, whether it's people, whether it is the way that we act in our physical world. So, this Taurus solar eclipse is a wonderful time for setting intentions. And I'll tell you, Uranus is conjunct this eclipse. You know what that means? Anything can happen. Oh yeah, your wildest dreams coming into your reality. Welcome it in. This is the time. So I have some objects that I will be using for this ASMR this evening, today, whenever you're watching. This shaker. I'm so sorry if you can hear the sounds outside of me. I should have said, I'm a digital nomad from Boston, recording this video from London, so I am in a very busy city at the moment. And there are sometimes sounds that I cannot control. I also have some lovely wooden objects. also have some small crystals. This crystal is a very special Labradorite that I found at a crystal dig when I met one of my best friends who invited me into her coven and changed my entire life. I have a lot of very powerful spiritual beings in my life, a lot of really, really special sisters, and it was a solar eclipse happening on my birthday when I set intentions to have friends like this. And 4 days later, I kid you not, 4 days later, I met her. So this Labradorite is from them. And then I also have a beautiful piece of Labradorite, sort of a teardrop shape. This was gifted to me by one of my dear sisters who I met in college for my most recent birthday. So I'll be doing some crystal tapping. However, these crystals are here for protection as well as for assistance in opening up our creativity and helping to thin the veil so that we may move closer to the spiritual realms, our highest expressions of our spirit and bodies. I also have this spray bottle. This is water in the bottle that I have spoken intentions into. So the intentions that I've spoken into this water will be of assistance to us in this working. I have another more gentle shaker. I have this kind of fun. I just thought it would be a nice sound. This is a silly ball. And of course, as always, I have the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. We will be pulling a card from this deck to see what goddesses, what goddess or goddesses would like to support us, myself, and you, whoever may be watching this video, for this ongoing eclipse cycle. And so, some things that are really, really important to know about this solar eclipse that's coming up is that eclipse cycles typically last, the energies that come through in eclipse cycles tend to last about 6 months. However, this eclipse cycle is going to be working with us for more than 3 years. So any intentions that we set during this eclipse have the potential to create long-term change in your physical reality. So beautiful. I want to introduce myself. I am Deanna. I am a light worker, a light being. I am a trance channel. I am an astrologer. I am a spiritual mentor. I am a being who loves very, very deeply. And I hope that whatever you would like to get out of this session, that it provides that for you. Okay, so some of the energy surrounding this eclipse cycle. This is a shift. This is a big shift because we've been in these sort of Pisces portals, right? And surrounding this eclipse cycle, not only do we have Mercury shifting into Gemini the day before the eclipse, but 2 days after, Venus will be entering Aries. And so as we move from this earth-water energy into this fire-air energy, things are speeding up. This is a time when we will be supported with new ideas, as well as the drive and ability to take action on them. I will say that in a little bit we also have Mars moving into Pisces. And Mars doesn't love Pisces because Pisces is a sign that is very passive. And Mars is where we're able to take action. So, at the moments when you're feeling inspiration to take action then, because you won't always have the support during this period. Okay. So, at the time of the eclipse, Mercury at the end of Taurus is trine Pluto at the end of Capricorn. So therefore, we will be open to receiving massive hits of inspiration. These inspiration, if we choose to take action on them, they can become your new reality, and they will stick because of the lasting energies of the solar eclipse. So, pay attention to where your mind is focused right now, because Taurus helps you to understand what it is that you really want, what it is that you truly desire, what do you really love, what do you need to feel good in the world, to feel grounded. And so pay attention to your mind because, and especially, write things down, because as this Mercury, our intellect, our thought process shifts into Gemini, we'll be getting lots of hits of inspiration, and they will be coming in quickly, and it will be hard to keep up. So write things down. Mercury in Gemini is a very scattered energy. Another thing with Mercury going into Gemini, you may feel called to make plans, and that's great. Do it. However, you should also be open to those plans shifting and changing, because when Mercury is in retrograde, there's a few things. First of all, plans can change. Things may not always go exactly to plan. And also, it's great to leave space for, as one of my favorite astrologers likes to say, Annie Botticelli, last minute magic. And this is a time where we have great potential for last minute magic. So, with Venus entering Aries, this is a time of a fresh start. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and so it's the signification of a new cycle. Everything you've learned in the past cycle will be coming to fruition. And so this is a time where you will be able yourself over the past Venus cycle. Now this will likely have a lot to do with the way that you love yourself, the way that you share love, the way that you are able to attract money, relationships in your life. We may also be releasing relationships that no longer work for us. One of my dear sisters always says, it's not personal, it's just energy. You should constantly be checking in with yourself to see what is and what is not working for you in the present moment. And if anything is not supporting who you are now and who you are becoming, it is the time to release it. Just release it. Let it clear. So, something else that makes this eclipse possibly life-changing, probably life-changing, especially if you have planets or points that are aspecting it. And that's any kind of aspect. It could be a conjunction, an opposition, a trine, a sextile, or a square. As you probably know, some of those aspects are more tension-based, such as a square and also sometimes a conjunction and an opposition. Whereas if you have trines and sextiles happening, these are sweeter, more easygoing aspects where maybe you're just easing into these new changes. Okay. So, the eclipse is ruled by Venus, being in Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. And Venus is conjunct Pluto, the planet of permanent transformation. I'm getting excited. Okay. So whenever Pluto comes into play, this is a time to totally transform. So, that being said, anything that we set intentions for at this time have great power. So I encourage you, especially if you can, at the time of the eclipse. So this is April 30th, 2022. Set your intentions as close to the time of the eclipse as you can. Because these intentions are likely to stick. But also, because they're likely to stick, it's important to make sure that your intentions set for this Taurus new moon are grounded and are based in what you really want. If you've ever heard the phrase, be careful what you wish for, this is that time. Not in a scary way, there's nothing negative. The universe is benevolent, right? However, anything that you wish for may very well come true. So make sure that whatever you wish for is what you want, and it's serving where you're headed. Anything that is not in alignment spiritually with where you are going, it doesn't have a chance at this point. So that's a beautiful thing. myself with this water, which I've spoken lovely intentions into. If you're not already speaking to your water, remember that you can set intentions. I'm sure we've all heard of the Dr. Emoto study. Any intentions that you set into your water transform the molecules, the cells of the water. And because we are made up of 70% water, then when that water goes into your body, you're transforming yourself. Thirsty. Shall we pull a card? Before this session started, I already set intentions and called in my guides as well as the guides of anyone who may be working with us, and asked for only messages that are of the greatest and highest good of all to come through me during this session. However, since we opened this deck, I would like to clear the deck of any energies that are not in alignment with this session, focused around the Taurus eclipse on April 30th of 2020. Goddesses, we thank you for your benevolent love. We ask that any message that is meant to come through for anyone who may have connected with this session come through with love and with clarity. If there are any goddesses who would like to work with us on this new cycle, Taurus being a major goddess energy, may you reveal yourselves to us so that we are aware of your presence, so that we may go forth calling you in to work with us in the future. That was quick. Oh my gosh, so good. Each hell. Okay. This is each hell. The card says, Medicine Woman, you are a channel for divine healing power. Message from each hell. Commanding power is not the same as demanding it. Demanding comes from a childlike place akin to a tantrum, based upon the fear that it might be withheld. Commanding is based upon the sure and steady knowledge that you are part of the Great Spirit's grace and wisdom. You are a lightning rod that can conduct power. Simply connect to the power through unyielding clarity of your thought process. Don't waver for In this way, you are a steady connector of the infinite, from the infinite and to the infinite. In other words, it's all spirit around you, through you, and to whomever you are healing. Various meanings of this card. You are a healer. You are being healed. This situation and or your loved one is being healed. Honor your healing, knowledge, and abilities. Learn about healing. Teach the healing arts. Start or continue your healing practice. A bit about Echel. Echel has been revered since ancient times as the Mayan moon goddess who, with her husband, the sun god, gave birth to all the other Mayan gods as the embodiment of the moon. Echel is intimately connected to the tides of the water. She's believed to control the rain flow and all aspects of water. In fact, she's called Lady Rainbow, as her essence is infused in the water droplet prisms that create rainbows. As a mother goddess, Echel helps with fertility and childbirth. She's also a powerful healer who remembers the origin of human life upon the planet. She can connect you to your foundational roots as a spiritual healer. Thank you, Echel. Thank you, goddesses. Thank you, spirit. Thank you to all of you for allowing your energy to be present in this session. Showing up for yourself for a session of healing. Thank you for being present for this energy exchange on behalf of myself. If you are awake at this point, let's bring our hands in prayer position to our heart center. Love is all we need. Love is all there is. Hands come to lips. First speak kind words and hold no judgment. Hands come to third eye center. Know this. The light at the end of the tunnel is not an illusion. The tunnel is. The love, light, and dark everything that's in alignment with who you are now and where you are headed in this life. If you don't know exactly what that is, then just call in what you want and always say, or better. Spirit knows what's best for you when you say, or better. Spirit is free to be creative with it and to bring in things that are beyond your wildest dreams. And Uranus is supporting that, as is Pluto, as is Venus. Whew, we have a loaded chart right now. I love you so much, beautiful being. Thank you so much for watching. Wishing you a blessed new moon solar eclipse.